Good morning, boys. This is another episode of Out of the Rough with Noah Cheney. Um, Today we're going to talk about my last round at Stonebridge, which I honestly wish it went a lot better. Just for starters, it was 86 and humid, and I thought it was going to be colder because we were going up in the mountains from where I live, and it it was not. It was sucked wearing. I wore pants for whatever reason that day. Like an idiot, shouldn't have done that. Um, it They were literally glued to me like the whole day, and as the day progressed, it got harder and harder to play, but kind of did my best, to push through it. I started out bogey, 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 and then lost the ball, and then I made two over on a par three where I lost that ball, got it on and one, and then two putted for five, and then after that it kind of just went downhill. um, I shot a 50 on the front, and the back just kind of blew up from there. And yeah, it was awful. But you're gonna have days like that. I got super dehydrated, so like I said, make sure your hydration is on point. It's gonna help a lot both mentally, emotionally, and physically, all three. So make sure that you're really hydrated during your rounds. Still going through a lot of swing changes too, and I wouldn't say that I was necessarily using trying to work out things on the course, but I was definitely not happy with where my swing's at currently, and I kind of knew that a little bit going into the round, but wanted to test my abilities anyways. But progress isn't linear. You're gonna play when you're not always feeling great, or maybe you got a little lack of sleep or whatever it is, but sometimes you got to push through anyways. That's another thing is, it's all in your preparation. If you're gonna, like, don't be mad when you get a couple bogeys if you didn't practice the week before. So make sure you're putting in the work. Make sure you're staying consistent. And if you mess up or you hit a bad shot, the best players I see, like, they don't care when they hit bad shots. They just stripe the next one. That's all it really is that next shot. And Other than that, I would say, yeah. For my game, as far as that goes, my putting was on point. I would say that, we're, for the circumstance, my putting was really good. Um, I would say off the tee could have been a lot better, and my approach shots definitely could have been a lot better. Um, I've been really struggling. I'd say 100 and in, kind of guessing how hard to hit my so I play 58 and I play that 100 yards and in, and it usually goes pretty well, but sometimes for between 70 and 30 I really struggle there. Trying to get a lot better with that. Around the green I'm okay, and then 80 to 100 I'm pretty solid, but it's that 30 to 70 range that I'm kind of struggling with right now. I'm trying to get used to. And then off the tee I'm pretty solid with my 4 iron, and my 6, 7, 8 I'm all right with. But my driver right now, not really sure what I'm doing there. My woods I used to be really on, and kind of struggling now too with the swing changes I made, but it's all right. I'm still going to keep pushing. Right now I'm actually in the Tetons right now. This is beautiful out here. Taking a little mental reset here, which is great, kind of getting away from the game, which is nice. And I'm excited to come back refreshed, and hopefully my game feels a lot better. I'm potentially looking to play in Canada. If that's the case, then probably film some footage and go over my round then. But other than that, just wanted to come on, talk about my last round, what I'm doing, kind of the breaks I'm taking, which in my opinion, I think if you're really grinding for something, especially, whether it's a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever it is, you should take some time off and kind of let yourself reset, or else that's how burnout happens. Even the best players, they take breaks too. So make sure you're giving your body and your mind the rest it needs, and so you can come back a little bit stronger. Other than that, that's pretty much it for my round at Stonebridge. Hope to see you guys next week. Peace.